Up next, I'd like to introduce a current guest we have in the house, Denise Smith, who has graciously offered to share her story of how she and her husband Clifford came to stay at Kathy's house, and we're very grateful of her willingness to be a part of today's ceremony. Thank you, Denise.
Well, I thought I was going to be the only one with notes, but I was glad to see I'm not. My name's Denise Smith. I live in Crivets, Wisconsin right now. We've been here for 3 weeks. My husband's been a welder for 40 years, and he retired, and we went up there. I was raised in Milwaukee. We raised our 6 children in Racine, and now we find ourselves back here. My husband has bone marrow cancer. It's called MDS, and it started this April. And we started working on it, and we went to the doctors up there, had 2 rounds of chemo, and they said, nope, we're sending you to Fredert. It's the best place. And we know of this house there. This house, I'm going to break down, this house that can help you out. And so they told us about Kathy's house. And because they told us we're going to be down here 3 or 4 months at least. And what were we going to do down here with no place to be? Now, some people can go to a hotel, but we didn't have that option. We're on a 1 Social Security paycheck, and that does our basic bills, and that's how we live, you know. So we got connected here. We went down to Kathy's, talked to them, and they said, well, we'll put you at the bottom of the list, and that's quite a list. And I was like, okay, well, we can do this. I'll just call us whenever. I'll be up in the room with my husband, because my only option was to stay with him in the room. So we were looking at 4 months up in the hospital room. They did some magic, and they called up, and they finagled, and they got us a room here. So we came down. After 2 nights, the first 2 nights I did stay in the room, and I thought, not bad. I could do this. I can do this with my husband. He's going through chemo. And then the next day I could come to Kathy's house. I got out of the hospital. I didn't realize what stress I was under when I went out of the hospital and just went, oh, you know, and then came here to a place that really is a home. It really makes the staff here, you can't really call them staff. They end up being friends, you know. And, you know, I have 6 children. They are all pitching in. They're doing whatever they can supportively. But to have these people at the end of the day when I walk in exhausted because my husband's had a terrible day, and them just say, sit down. I'm going to make you a cup of coffee. I'm going to love you. They don't sometimes say it quite like that, but that's exactly what they mean. Me and my husband, we're used to being givers. We don't have money to give, but we try to give time and work and, you know, help other people. And it's really different being on the other end of the stick where you have to receive. But we come here and people just do whatever they can for us. There's a community of people who are going through the same thing my husband is just starting. He just got his date for his transplant, which will be probably the 16th of September. And we're so excited for that. We are just like 100% match. Some young man, 27, is going to help save my husband's life, you know, and it doesn't get much better than that. So if I could say thank you to all you people that I don't know but have really affected my life and my husband's life and my family's life, it's just been such a blessing, and I thank you.